Hello there. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hi. I almost forgot to unmute, which would have been a little embarrassing if I just continued like, oh yes, time to go straight in. Blah, 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 blah. Story. And then whoopsies. But nah, I caught myself. Oh man, though I almost made the mistake of eating a lot before this, which would have been bad because just a sip of broth made my stomach feel sore already. I'm like, oh no. But I couldn't resist. But nah, I feel fine now. So here we go. Naraka Mandala. Heian-kyo. Like, what's the worst that can happen here? 5th year of Kanko. Heian-kyo. I like how pretty it is. That's a nice color. Hello. I am gaining more offerings to Morgan's banner. Come on, Avalon girls. Stop playing hard to get. That's a big moon. The moon is watching. It's the dead of night. The time when humans lay fast asleep and the wild beasts wait with bated breath. As the moon alone looks down upon the capital reverberating with evil. This is Heian-kyo, the land of marvels. Like the British Isles, mystic creatures still roam the lands and peerless heroes hunt them down. It is in this nightmarish realm that myth still draws breath. For example, Saiji, located on the southwest end of Heian-kyo's central area. Wait, where's the prologue? I didn't do it. Oh no. Wait. If I go back into my records, would I see it? Oopsies. Uh-oh. I will look in my records afterwards, because it should be in my room. Good. Or actually, no, we're in the beginning. No, I'll just go through this. Saiji, located on the southwest end of Heian-kyo's central area. It was rebuilt only recently after fire burned it to the ground many years ago. Oh, I should really watch it first? Okay. Will I get, like, a copyright strike if I play it here, too? I shouldn't, right? I mean, it shouldn't be... Or if it does, then oof. Yeah, I'll just close the app out and go back into it. And just making that invisible for now, just because I don't know what's in my tabs. Oh, never mind, it's not bad. There's just Arknights, the Play Store, and Fate. And it's just the update screen for the App Center. I thought it was going to be the money section. But no, it was just that. So not that bad. I mean, it's not like I was planning to buy Saintworts or anything. Haha, just kidding, I was. I was thinking, you know what, Morgan? I get paid on August 4th. Ooh. Okay. Let me go here then, to my room. So, material story. Should be a main record, or not? Yes. And then I scroll down. Is this it? Is it part 2, second half opening? Or let me just scroll down just in case. Okay, last on the bottom is Olympus. So I assume it's part 2, second half opening. Oh wait, it might be in the main interlude records? Oh, now I see! Oh, I understand. Ooh. The Shadow Border is now docked at the Wandering Seaport 1. All Chaldea staff, please disembark at your earliest convenience. We're back! We're finally back! Great job out there, Shadow Border. We're back. Yes, Senpai. We've all made it back to the base safely.
Indeed we have. I can scarcely recall the last time I was able to breathe a genuine sigh of relief. That aside, I didn't expect returning to the Wandering Sea to be so involved. First, we had to anchor the Storm Border out at sea, then we had to change into the Shadow Border to make our way here by diving underwater. I must say, any workshop you can only access from under the sea is a long ways from perfect in my book.
Well done out there, everyone. I have been eagerly awaiting your return. Congratulations on your victory over the Atlantic Lost Belt. Not only did you succeed at your primary objective brilliantly, you even brought back a more fascinating souvenir than I could have ever imagined. That battleship out there is simply fantabulous. The data you sent painted a truly spectacular picture, but now that I've seen it in person, your data hardly did it justice.
While I can certainly understand how you feel, Miss Sion, I'm afraid I must ask that you postpone indulging your curiosity a bit longer. I believe you are already aware of the situation and of the next move we need to make.
You'd better believe it. Not to worry. Our next mission is right up my alley as well.
I see. My apologies. I should have known Atlas's resident child prodigy would already have the matter well in hand. Miss Misaki, Director Gordolf, Miss Kirilite, and Mr. M. May I suggest we take this opportunity to roll up our sleeves and return to our respective positions? What the? How do you know my handle, Holmes? Don't tell me you're addicted to online games too?
Ah, Mr. M, huh? Mysterious Mr. M, who I fought at one point.
Ha ha ha. Well, I won't deny I have my own vices. Online games are not among them. Indeed, I still have very little experience when it comes to video games. No, that was just a small demonstration of my skill. While I may not have been at my best in Olympus, I am still the world's foremost detective, you see. By virtue of my profession, revealing secrets comes as naturally to me as breathing does to you. Ugh, you really are the worst, aren't you? Nope, not buying it. I think it's more like a fetish than it is anything to do with your job. Now, that's enough of that, Ahilo. His choice of topic aside, the point is, Holmes has proven that his detective skills are still sharp. And I, for one, am most encouraged to see it. Administrative advisor, just make sure you keep your magnifying glasses away from my own private affairs.
It's wonderful to see everyone so relaxed again. I think we all started feeling less tense on the way back from Olympus, and it looks like I was right. Yeah, we were all under a ton of stress for a long time. I know I'm pretty darn relieved. Huh. You're really not supposed to chit-chat on the dock, you know. Besides, last I checked, you Chaldeans are supposed to be getting ready to tackle the next Lost Belt. For all we know, this could be the last time we get to come back to the base like this. So I encourage you all to head back to your rooms and rest up for what's to come.
Oh yes, you certainly don't have to tell me twice. I've been looking forward to putting my feet up on the fluffy bed and drifting off without having to worry about being woken up by an emergency alert for ages now. Oh yes, by the way, Captain, shouldn't my gorgeous director's office be done by now? Huh? What?
Right. How could I forget? How's it coming along, Sion? Well, Gordolf, Captain was busy during this entire Lost Belt trip. Do you think you really had time to upgrade your closet? I mean, office space? Yes, of course it is all done. However, as luck would have it, I just begun further renovations a few minutes ago with the aim of making it even more gorgeous than before. In the meantime, Gordolf, I would ask that you continue to look forward to the office of your dreams. From the comfort of Storehouse 3 for the time being.
I don't believe it. She clearly forgot all about me, but instead of admitting her mistake, she's chosen to power straight through with a 1,000-watt smile.
What about you and Da Vinci, Captain? So what are you and Da Vinci gonna do now, Captain? I'm going to head right back to the storm border. It's still pretty unstable, even with all the renovations we made in Atlantis. I need to shore it up so it can eventually operate even without my presence, or the storm borders for that matter.
I see. So you'll be replacing the virtual parts currently supported by the Aeronax Phantasm with real ones. It seems then that you have a great deal of welding ahead of you.
Yeah, once that's done, I have to replace the central control system with something that doesn't depend on the shadow border, so we can stop piling more work onto Da Vinci. I take it everything's ready to go, Sion? You know it. I already finished moving your things out so you can focus all your energy on the construction. So, what does that all mean exactly?
It means that both Captain and Da Vinci will be staying on the storm border for the time being. In the meantime, the rest of us will remain here at the Chaldea base to prepare for the next Lost Spot operation. Miss Misaki, your task will be training to further improve your master capabilities. Miss Kirilight, you'll be fine-tuning the Ortonax. And Miss Sion and I will be investigating and analyzing the foreign god in earnest.
You can do that?
Only with the information we currently have available, but yes. My first order of business will be to pursue the Anumosphere records we brought along from Chaldea's Antarctic base. These records should contain information on former director Olga Marie, who has now returned in the form of the foreign god, and of her father, Sir Marisbury, the founder of Chaldea. In that sense, I suppose it will be an internal affairs investigation of sorts. As for Miss Sion, she'll be...
Say no more. You want me to observe and examine everything I can about the external side, the foreign god that now exists on our planet.
You can do that? Now look, you surprised me so much I reacted in the same way as Misaki.
Heh heh heh. So you did. It was very entertaining to watch. At any rate, yes, I can indeed determine the foreign god's whereabouts now. In fact, I've already done so. All is within Trismegistus II's analytical capabilities. You may think of them as being analogous to Sheba from the original Chaldea, if that helps. As we speak, the foreign god's signal has left the Atlantic Lost Belt and moved to the South American one, where it is holding position. Ooh, hello, hello. After I had Trismegistus II analyze the time-lapsed footage, it concluded that it could not observe a future where the signal would leave South America while the world was in its current bleached state. Which means we can expect the foreign god to remain in South America for the time being. If she's not moving from the South American Lost Belt, then does that mean... Kristaria's magecraft injured her so badly she can no longer move?
That would be the most reasonable conclusion. I can think of no other reason for the foreign god to refrain from attacking us. Then, this is the perfect chance to strike back. If we go after her now while she's still injured, then...
Sorry, Gordy, but I don't think that's a good idea. Oh, hey guys! Hope you don't mind me jumping in remotely. That's right, it's me, Da Vinci. I'm currently examining the storm border along with the Nemo Marines. What? Hey, cut that out, Marine D. Those are my skates, damn it! I swear, why are you guys always messing with me? because they're both riders, which makes us rivals. And there's no way we're gonna let you win without a fight. Is that why I can't summon Nemo yet? Is that why he's avoiding my Chaldea because I already have Da Vinci-chan? Since you've got the land covered and we've got the sea, whoever ends up controlling the sky will win it all. That's why one of these days, we're gonna have Captain Nemo fight you to see who gets to keep the storm border. Wait, that character are they in this game? Come on, Marines. Winner takes all. Let's win this thing. Huh? What are you guys even talking about?
Just ignore them, Da Vinci. More importantly, wasn't there something you wanted to tell us?
Oh, right, I almost forgot. Ugh, you know, Captain. It wouldn't kill you to keep these guys in line. Anyway, speaking in my capacity as technical advisor, I have to strongly advise against trying to attack the foreign god in South America right now. Even if she really is as badly injured as we're assuming, we'd still be no match for her. At least, not yet. Based on what we observed in Olympus, the foreign god's spirit origin output is on the order of a third-class planet. In other words, she's the strongest being we've seen since Beast 1, and his second-class planet-level power. We just don't have anything powerful enough to destroy something like that, even if the storm border were in perfect condition. So if we tried going to South America now, never mind beating her, just surviving would be a miracle. If anything, we should be grateful that things are at a stalemate right now. The strongest being we've seen since my bestie G, aka Goetia or Goeti or Getia. However everyone wants to say his name, but not to me, he's G, the man I punched. True. When we fought him, we were only able to defeat him thanks to a number of extenuating circumstances. Like my awesome punch, Mash. And thank you, Mash. Thank you for saving me. But what about the Black Barrel? Couldn't that do something against the foreign god, no matter the scale of her lifespan? As much as I would love to say that my darling Black Barrel is up to the task, I'm afraid I cannot. To begin, it is possible that the foreign god simply does not fit our perception of common sense. You see, Black Barrel can only measure the longevity of something understood by creatures of Earth. We simply have no guarantee that the same rules apply to the foreign god. Did I get my Koyanskaya? Yes! I'm trying to think of how much Saint Court she took me. Like the equivalent of Saint Courts anyways. I know it was a little bit over 360. Yeah, a little bit over that, since I know it took me like triple the amount it took my bro to get her, which kind of pissed me off. That said, I suppose it is at least possible, given that we are able to communicate with them. But even then, I doubt that the Black Barrel's accomplishments measure would be able to get a full read on the foreign god's lifespan.
Oh? And why is that? Isn't the Black Barrel designed precisely to turn those sorts of differences in capability on their heads?
Well, think about it. The foreign god whipped up a gravitational field like it was nothing, remember? We're talking about being a being capable of creating black holes. My engineering simply cannot compete. You all know about black holes, right? They are basically pitfalls of pure darkness that suck up anything in their vicinity. I say pitfall, but in the metaphorical sense, there is no falling involved. They exert a gravitational force on anything within range. Ooh! That is awesome luck! Congratulations! The reason they are called black holes is because not even light can escape their pull, which makes them as dark as it is physically possible to be. The speed of light is 300,000 kilometers per second, and with our current understanding of the laws of physics, we are unable to exceed it. So there is just no way for anything I could engineer to keep up with an opponent who can toss out black holes with hardly any effort.
Really? Granted, that gravitational field was quite the force to be reckoned with. Does this mean there's nothing we can do against someone with black holes in their arsenal?
No, that is not quite accurate. I'm not saying that black holes are strong simply by virtue of their nature. In fact, increasing gravity is actually very simple. All one has to do is compress mass and raise its density. For example, if we could compress Earth's mass into the size of a fingertip, it would become a black hole. So the mechanics behind a black hole's creation are clearly understood. We simply lack the engineering skill to create one. Even as we speak, new black holes are forming throughout the universe. They are the inevitable result of what happens when a large star reaches the end of its life cycle and collapses under its own weight. They are part of the stellar life, and as such, they occur throughout the universe on a daily basis. In other words,
the foreign god is using the same mechanisms as the cosmos itself. Which means even the very scales we employ must use completely different units of measurement than hers. Is that correct?
I am afraid so. The Black Barrel is designed for fighting life forms, regardless of how powerful those life forms may be. But unfortunately for us, humanity has yet to devise a calculation that is not only capable of measuring the lifespan of celestial objects, but then using that measurement as a weapon. The only reason we were able to use it to defeat the gods of Olympus is because they were a part of a theory that only worked in a lost belt. Put differently, because they were once a foundational factor of human history. Then, there's no way for us to use the Black Barrel to stop the foreign god, since it uses its target's own longevity as ammunition? Correct. Our battle with the foreign god will be determined solely by how much energy we are able to produce. So if our opponent is outputting as much energy as your average star, we will need to come up with a weapon that can match and exceed it. Easier said than done. Is that even possible? You know what? Easier said than done.
I suggest we leave that topic for a later time. For the moment, stabilizing the storm border is our top priority. But even if we get the storm border in perfect working order, what good will it do if we don't have any useful weapons to bring to bear? Oh, I wouldn't worry about that. We do have some idea of where we might find such a weapon, don't we, Da Vinci?
Maybe? I mean, yeah. If you're only talking about where to look, that part's in the bag. But actually getting our hands on it, that's a whole other story.
That's quite alright, Da Vinci. We have plenty of time to figure that out. In the meantime, there's something I'd like to ask you regarding Caddoc Zemlupus. Is it true that he gave you something before you put him in the recovery pod?
Oh, that. I'm surprised you know about that, Holmes. Who spilled the beans anyway?
Oh, that'd be me. You're talking about the memory chip, right? I'm the one who told him about it, and how it probably has records of the cryptor's communications.
Right you are, Minair. That chip contains all sorts of communication logs between Krishtari and the other cryptors. I'm pretty sure Caddoc copied them himself. Most of it was about the Atlantic Lost Belt, so it's all pretty useless now. There were two bits I found interesting, though.
Oh, and what were those?
First, that the attack on our world began with the bleached earth phenomenon, not the trees of emptiness. And second, that the bleached earth phenomenon's point of origin was in North America, in Area 51. Huh? So the trees of emptiness came after Earth was wiped clean? North America? Area 51? Aliens? I mean, first one.
We may not have a great deal of information at this point, but nonetheless. Da Vinci, would you be so kind as to send that data over to me as well?
Sure thing. Knock yourself out. Alright, that's all from me for now. The storm border isn't gonna improve itself after all. Misaki, Mash, I know things aren't easy right now, but try not to let them get you guys down, okay? Don't worry, you'll feel a lot less anxious when you've had a good rest and gotten back into the swing of things with your training. I might not get to see you guys for a while, but the next time I do, I look forward to seeing how much you've grown. My training arc was summoning in gacha games, to prove that I am the ultimate master. Da Vinci already brought up everything I wished to, so there's not much left for me to say. Now that the foreign god has arrived on Earth, the situation has changed dramatically. However, that does not mean we should panic. For the moment, the best thing we can do is to keep our heads down and focus exclusively on what we are able to affect. For myself and Holmes on the analysis team, that means studying the enemy and coming up with a plan. For the field team, namely Misaki, Mash, and the Borders crew, that means equal parts training and recuperation. No need to worry. According to Trimagistus II's prognostications, the world should remain perfectly intact for at least another month. And, as the Atlas Institute's resident genius, that gives me more than enough time to come up with a plan guaranteed to succeed. So I encourage you all to kick back, relax, and enjoy the standby time as best you can. Ah yes, my standby time of gaining embers. Delicious embers. Embers for days. And then giving them all up as offerings as one do. And now boop, let's go to where I was. Since I accidentally started this one first, because I somehow accidentally skipped the prologue, oopsies, my bad. I gotta go back. I'm not gonna go too fast, just in case. Land of Marvels, and then I gotta go to that more naturey area. Right here. Saiji, located on the southwest end of Heian-kyo Central Area. It was rebuilt only recently after fire burned it to the ground many years ago. And it is said that the Minister of the Left may have read a poem in its honor during its reopening ceremony. Speaking of Minister of the Left, Fujiwara, he is one of the Emperor's most trusted aides. A striking figure in both body and deed, none embodies the capital's prosperity or authority better than him. As such, Saiji, with its close connection to him, is a place of miracles. Or at least, it should have been. Ominous sounds. Instead, it was home to rage. To malice. Indeed, as the moon looks down, a vicious monster, practically the embodiment of loathing, roams the sacred grounds of this holy temple.
Shut up. Just shut up already. Some great evil spirit threatening the Imperial Palace, and all of Heian-kyo you turned out to be. You're just another born, evil old spirit who turned tail and ran at the sight of the 4 Heavenly King statues at Toji. Cheeky little punk. Stuff it!
With one swing of his blade, the battle was over before it began. In a flash, the supposedly great evil spirit's formless body was scattered to the 4 winds.
Ha! Done and done.
This is what it means to be a brave warrior, a Heian warrior. He is part of the last line of defense, keeping the people of these Far East islands safe from the multitude of wicked monsters that threaten its peace.
Nope, that wasn't it either. What am I missing? Things are never like this back when I was living on the mountain. What's wrong? What don't I got? Damn it. This just ain't gonna cut it. Guarding the city, that's hardly a task worthy of one of Raiko's 4 Heavenly Kings. Damn it, at this rate, I'll never be able to be a master.
You know, that's a good goal, being a master.
A master, huh? There's something about that just doesn't sit right with me either. How'd you ever make your peace with it? Brother Tsuna?
Ooh, now we're at a bridge. The Horikawa. Main Street, Ichijo Modori-bashi Bridge. Tachi-wielding man.
You there, young lady.
Yes, officer? What can I do for you at this hour of the night?
Officer, huh? I suppose I can see why you would mistake me for one, but no. I'm no officer no longer. I am a warrior, a retainer from Setsu.
Then, does that mean you're the famous sword fighter from the Genji family?
I see you are well informed indeed, young lady. In that case, I trust you also already know that the Minister of the Left has tasked the Genji family with defending the city from any who would threaten it.
Yes, of course. None of us city residents would still be alive today if it weren't for the warriors of Genji. Thank you so much for all you've done for us. If there's anything I can do to show my appreciation, oh valiant warrior, you need but say the word.
Very well then. In that case, I would like a dance. What?
Did you say a dance?
I did. The moon is rather clear tonight. I would like you to dance atop the bridge so I may watch you alongside the moon's reflection on the water's surface.
Okay, sir. If you're into that. Alright.
Do you still not understand what I mean? You would do well to peer into the water. Perhaps if you had not taken such undue pride in this transformation, Ibaraki, you might have noticed you forgot to change your shadow to match.
You. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? You tricked me! You knew who I was, and you tricked me into embarrassing myself. If this means you had me figured out from the start, then I'll kill you! You're dead, you hear me? Dead. Grr! I hate you so much! That's it. Tonight's the night I finally bite your head off, gouge your eyes out, skin you alive, and leave your mutilated corpse hanging for everyone on Suzaku Avenue to see. You hear me, Tsuna? Hey, look at me when I'm threatening you. You're supposed to tremble at my fangs, shudder at my claws, and beg for mercy at my feet. How dare you look at me? And see someone else, Tsuna. Look at me! Look at me, damn it! Poor Ibaraki, she's just being bullied here by Tsuna, huh? Why, you... Though at least she's having fun, right? Though Tsuna's just dodging epically with his eyes closed as one do. He's not impressed. Sorry, Ibaraki. My, little Tsuna. Are you so terrified of me that you can't move? Good. That's more like it. Yes, that's right. I've grown stronger since that night. Much stronger. I learned a lot of Mount Oe, Tsuna. In the time I spent with Shuten, I learned everything I needed to know about being a better Oni. And I'm just getting started. One of these days, I'm gonna lead every Oni in all of Japan. As a pair of Oni kings on Mount Oe, Shuten and I will descend from on high, wipe out you Genji, and devour every last person on the face of the earth. Mwahaha!
Is that all you have to say, Ibaraki? Then it seems you have still yet to catch on. You're clearly a long ways off from rivaling Shuten as a leader of the Oni world.
What's that supposed to mean?
Neither your flames nor your claws came close to injuring me. For that matter, in case you hadn't noticed, I haven't even opened my eyes for a while now.
You... Grah! How dare you make a mockery of me, you... Human! Curse you, Tsuna!
Ibaraki?
Oof. Yeah, Ibaraki's just being not jealous. She's just being bullied here. Ah! My arm! You cut off my right arm. Oh god, it hurts. It hurts, it hurts, it hurts! Damn you! You bastard! Tsuna! Huh? What do you think you're doing now? Why did you sheath your sword? Why aren't you coming for my head next? Come at me again, damn it! Go on, I dare you. The next time you swing your sword at me, that's when I'll bite your head off. I mean it.
It seems there's no servant to be found here. And you have yet to use a single support spell, even after having your arm cut off. So clearly, you are not a master.
Huh? Masters? Servants? What are you talking about?
You have no caster aiding you. You are just a lone Oni, nothing more. As such, I have no further quarrel with you.
What? I don't know what you're talking about, Tsuna. But you said I'm just a lone Oni? Nothing more? I can't believe you try to trick me with that kind of nonsense. I hate you even more now.
A smokescreen made of fire. And then she hid. If nothing else, Ibaraki, you do get better at turning tail each time we meet.
Next time, I'm gonna take my arm back, and then I'm gonna kill you. It'll be our last meeting. You have my word on that, Tsuna, my hated rival. Don't you dare forget it.
So, she's returned to the mountain. Caster.
Yes, Master. Hey, Medea Lily. Were our AI friends from the Atlantic Lost Belt isekai'd here? Her magical energy was far beyond that of an ordinary human, but it also didn't belong to a servant. Perhaps she was a phantasmal, or...
She's an Oni. Right, of course. You never had such creatures in the land you hail from. Ibaraki and I have something of a history, as you may have guessed. But never mind that now. For the time being, I shall hold on to this arm myself.
Understood.
So, that is what it feels like to have one's senses enhanced with magecraft. Magnificent work, Caster. As you can see, I remain without a scratch even after facing off with an Oni.
Don't be ridiculous, Lord Tsuna. All I did was cast a simple spell to temporarily enhance your senses. You're the one who evaded those fearsome attacks without any physical enhancements or protection from claws and flame. And what's more, you did so entirely with your eyes closed. It was truly an incredible feat if I've ever seen one, Master.
Hardly. Anyone who carries a sword could. Well, maybe not. But I will say that any warriors at the top of their art, that is, as any of Raiko's 4 heavenly kings, could do as much. Or at least, they should. Alright, my caster, let us be off. We have more quarry that we must find tonight.
Yes, Master. Understood. Out of my AI buddies in Atlantis or Olympus, I can see my golden boy. Mama Raiko was mentioned. And then there's Medea Lily.
Singularity! We've got a singularity in our hands. But as I've mentioned many, many times, I'm very much a layman when it comes to singularities. Plus, I really don't want to get involved with them if at all possible. So while usually I would be sitting back and enjoying an elegant cup of tea back in my gorgeous director's office,
Currently still under construction.
the circumstances apparently being what they are, I decided to at least put in a brief appearance here. In regard to the singularity itself, I let my technical and administrative advisors handle the briefing. Alright, technical advisor, have at it. I'll be watching over the proceedings from a safe, supervisory distance.
Thanks, Gordy. I'll take it from here. Bow, bow, bow. Aw, is that your way of welcoming me, foe? Thanks. Alright, Misaki and Mash, ready to get this briefing started? Ready. I'm good to go. I take it we need a ratio somewhere again. I'm good to go. Now, don't be hasty. So, this latest singularity was first observed about 30 minutes ago. Of course, with Earth currently bleached clean of human history, the only kinds of singularities that can occur now are minute ones. Or so we thought. Do you remember what Sion told us about minute singularities? Basically, the worst that can happen with an unrepaired minute singularity is that it causes a few minor problems when Earth is restored to normal. But that's not the case here. This is the real deal. A genuine full-blown capital S singularity. A real singularity? You mean, like the original 7 singularities? Oh?
Precisely. Which means a singularity represents a grave threat to humanity, even with Earth in its current bleached state. The fact that the singularity has appeared as a blot of black stagnation even on this empty Earth suggests that its influence is far-reaching indeed. That is the unfortunate conclusion Trismegistus II has reached.
Black stagnation? Yep, black stagnation. Hello. How can I put this? It's basically like a giant sunspot. That's the kind of stagnation we're talking about. But didn't the genius of Alice Institute say we had at least a month? Dang, that month passed by so fast. An excellent point, which is why I think you should hear what she has to say for herself. Go ahead, Sion. I am so sorry. Please just forget everything I said about the world remaining intact for a month. The thing about singularities is, the only people who can predict them are the ones who cause them. That is why even G ended up being undone by them. They're like insects eating holes in your map before you're even aware of their existence. Anyway, there you have it. I will let the singularity professionals take it from here. Good luck fixing this one and restoring humanity! Thanks, Theon, thanks. Makes sense now, Misaki? Yeah, makes sense. So your mission this time is to investigate and eliminate this dark spot in human history. The singularity is located in Japan during the Heian period, in the 5th year of Konkol, or 1008 by Gregorian calendar, the early 11th century. More specifically, it's located in the city we now call Kyoto. Though at the same time, it was commonly referred to as Kyo, or Miyako, meaning the capital. Gyofeng.
Perhaps it would be easiest to simply refer to as Heian-kyo, as in Heian in Heian period Kyoto.
Ah, so that's why it's called that. Makes sense. Heian, that's the period Raiko, Gintoki, Shuten Doji, Ibaraki Doji, Murasaki Shikibu, and Sei Shonagon all come from.
Now that's golden! Did somebody say Heian-kyo? And the 5th year of Kanko no less? They're really golden, speaking my language. The time's right around when us Genji warriors were in our prime. As I recall, that was just before our big Oe Oni cleanup operation. Which means you can expect to see yours truly. So you better believe me and Boss Raiko are gonna be all over this. Well, I know Raiko's kinda busy getting things ready now, but I'm sure she'd come running in a flash if you gave the word, Master.
Kintoki means golden time, right? Then this really is your time to shine. It'd be great if you could all come along, but unfortunately, I guess you cannot. First one, it's your time to shine, my dude.
Hell yeah!
That's true. You almost surely know this Heian-kyo place better than anyone. And if we could meet up with your historical counterpart, I bet you'd be perfect for getting him to cooperate with us and share what he knows. So I agree that having you come along would be ideal, if it were possible.
What's the matter, short stuff? Why the long face?
Well, the thing is... Hello everyone, long time no see.
Hey, it's my boy. Uma Kotaro, at your service.
Kato Danzo, likewise.
Ah, where'd you two come from? Oh, four. What is it with ninja servants always popping up where you least expect them? Sure, I might be able to handle the surprise thanks to the nerves of steel cultivated during a lifetime of racing, but you could have easily caused Mont Saint Mitchell here to die of shock. Tubby's not even sticking to the food theme anymore.
I am so sorry, Director Gordolf. I promise I'll be more careful from now on.
Good. But, only within reason, of course. I'm aware you ninjas are all about stealth, after all. Master, Lord Kintoki, Lord Gardolf, other distinguished guests. Will you please hear what we have to say?
What's all this about? I mean, of course we will.
Thank you, Master. You see, Lady Danzo and I sensed something was wrong at almost exactly the same time. 30 minutes ago.
The same time the singularity appeared?
Right. Both Lady Danzo and I were momentarily overcome by the exact same sensation. A sensation like hearing a squirming insect, which we think is directly connected to Limbo, the alter ego. Limbo, huh? I've heard the stories about him too, Master. And it sure as hell sounds like he's one of the most golden, ungolden bastards ever. He basically shows up out of nowhere and tries to pull some seriously ungolden shit on you guys all the time, right? From what I've heard, it sounds like he's a dead ringer for Ashia Doman. Of course, I can't say for sure if he's the same Ashia Doman I knew. But I do know for sure that he was hanging out in Kyo right around the year 1008. That said, I get the feeling that he didn't start competing with Abe no Seimei, or going down a seriously deranged path until a little later on.
And I'm just thinking of his smug face. Limbo! ... Limbo is truly a wicked creature. And yet, I get a strong sense that he and I are intertwined by threads of fate.
Oh, Danzo, Danzo, Danzo. I feel the same. What's more, when I heard you all mention Heian-kyo, that feeling only grew stronger. So please, Master, please let us come with you on this journey, so that we may cut the threads of fate that bind us to him once and for all. Fate, Well, I can certainly understand how you must feel, but I'm afraid we can't make the call on that alone. What do you say, technical advisor? Sending contracted heroic spirits along on a ray shift may work for pseudo-singularities and minute ones. But were you ever able to send them to a real singularity that easily? Because as far as I can recall, you can only ray shift 2 people at most.
Well, of course, being able to ray shift contracted heroic spirits from our time would be a huge advantage on any mission. But as our director so rightly pointed out, we're usually not able to have a contracted heroic spirits tag along.
Huh?
While there may have been servants with extremely rare skills that let them ray shift into singularities on their own, for the most part, it just isn't possible. Since most heroic spirits can't ray shift on their own, their only choice is to sync up with Master. As for how we determine whether even that's a possibility, it all comes down to a singularity's essence. By which I mean how harshly it treats elements that didn't originally exist in that history. To put it another way, how many gaps it has through which foreign elements might slip in. For example, if a singularity were to occur at a crucial point in human history, there would be almost no room to bend the rules regarding what sort of outside elements were allowed. But a minute singularity's restrictions aren't nearly so, well, strict. Which means there's room to fudge things, presumably allowing us to ray shift contracted heroic spirits alongside Master. The same mostly holds true for pseudo-singularities too. We've seen some cases where select heroic spirits were able to ray shift along thanks to their bonds, temperament, traits, or other unique characteristics.
Ah, if it has to do with their bonds, well... Oh no, I'm gonna assume at least bond level 10.
There's only a few options for me, but it's fine. For example, with the Agartha incident, Astolfo and Daeon had no problem tagging along. In Salem, we managed to send Robin Hood, Sanson, and Matahari. With the Shinjuku case, we could have technically sent a few servants along. But they ended up unable to ray shift all the way there thanks to a certain professor's interference.
Alright, so what's the deal with this one? Can we go along or not?
I'm afraid that would be really challenging for this singularity. Well, I say challenging, but it's really more like impossible. As far as I can tell from the numbers I got with the Paper Moon, there are no servants who could accompany Misaki on.
Oof.
You're right, poor Neza.
And, Medea? Totes Medea? This is the Storm Border command room, calling from our anchor point. Do you read me, Da Vinci? I've been following along remotely, so don't worry about catching me up. Sion's actually touching the Paper Moon right now, and she says she has some new information about your current topic. Go ahead, Sion. She's here flapping her gums like a guppy.
Like a guppy? I admit that's a very cute expression, but you are aware that I do not have gills, right? Oh right, the reports. I was inspecting the Paper Moon and heard your discussion of heroic spirits and the probability of ray shift. So, out of sheer curiosity, I decided to try running some new numbers, and the results were interesting. Interesting, you say? Oh yes, very interesting. It is not a result I would ever have expected to get on a first try. It is almost as though someone is extending an invitation for the relevant parties to come along.
Look that says, what is she talking about? Huh? Look that says, how the hell should I know?
Foe?
Special translation. Is it bacon time yet?
I want bacon now, how dare you, foe? You have inspired my stomach, so just a second, I'm just gonna be awkward right now and just type to my family being like, by any chance you go out tonight, please get me something with bacon. And then a bacon emoji. There. How could you, foe? You have distracted me. It is wonderful to see you guys acting in such solidarity. It makes you all seem more dependable than ever. But now is not the time for heartwarming scenes. No, definitely not. So I will jump straight to the point. The good news is, I happen to observe two spirit origins that would have no trouble whatsoever ray-shifting with Misaki to the singularity. The assassins Fuma Kotaro and Kato Danzo. The bad news is, those are the only two. The rest of the Heian servants, including Kintoki, are no-go, as are servants from other regions and time periods.
Gotcha.
Lord Kintoki.
Nah, don't worry about it. It is what it is, right? The only thing that matters is that you two keep boss safe. Between you two and Mash, she'll have a golden shield and spears at her command. Make sure you do the rest of us proud out there. Alright, I'm counting on ya, Evil Wind and Black Kite. Understood?
Right.
As for the rest of us, well, you better believe we'll show up to help fight battles and stuff. I've also got some golden advice I want to impart before you head out. If you're headed for 5th year Kanko era Heian-kyo, then yours truly, well, actually a few of our living selves, are sure to be there somewhere. So make damn sure you find us no matter what. If you can just track us down and explain the whole singularity deal to our living selves, well, I can at least promise that Raiko and me are sure to believe you. Protecting the human worlds, the Genji clan's sworn duty after all. And Raiko in particular do anything to keep people safe, even if that means she's gotta swallow what's gonna sound like a whole bunch of nonsense. Alright, that's all I got. Sorry I couldn't be more help. Good luck, boss. I'll be golden rooting for ya.
Thanks, Kintoki. I'll do my golden best.
Now that's what I'm talking about. Golden!
Foe. I see you're ready to go too, foe.
I'm not letting that furball tag along on yet another mission. It's staying right here this time. Think about it. What if it gets lost and left behind at this latest ray shift destination? It could end up single-handedly ruining Japan's natural ecosystems. Wah! What is it, Furball? You have something to say to me? Administrative advisor, technical advisor. I'll take care of this brute with no sense of self-preservation. In the meantime, go ahead and brief the field team on the specifics of the operation. Rah!
I'm imagining Foe is just beating Gordolph up like how Foe beats up Merlin.
Alright, let's get to it, shall we? Misaki, Miss Kirilight, Fuma Kotaro, Kato Danzo. Your mission is to investigate and repair the singularity in Heian-kyo in the year 1008. That is the long and short of it.
It'll basically be business as usual. Find the Holy Grail that's causing the singularity and bring it back home. And like Kintoki said earlier, He and Raiko's live-in selves should be there. So do everything you can to make contact with them, as they're sure to be a huge help. Oh, and one more thing. In regards to this particular Holy Grail's whereabouts, we actually have something of a hint this time. Limbo. Based on what we know about him, there's every possibility that he managed to procure a Holy Grail and spawn the singularity using methods we could never predict. Limbo, the alter ego. Every now and then you come across people who will give up everything if it means causing as much destruction as possible. These kinds of people leech the life from everything around them. They refuse to see the worth in anything, themselves included, and stick solely to hurting and killing. So be careful, cause I suspect that's the kind of threat Limbo might be too. And we can't afford to let him slow us down when we've still got a whole bleached earth to restore. Don't worry. I won't let my guard down for a moment. Don't worry. I'll be back as soon as I got the Holy Grail. It's time to settle the score with Limbo once and for all. And I kinda want to use mine to bonk him.
Excellent. In the meantime, we'll continue to work on stabilizing the storm border with real-world materials. I'm afraid we're still woefully unprepared to send you on your way. In fact, you're almost certainly walking into a trap. But all the same, this is not a problem we can run from. For the time being, it seems unlikely that the foreign god will move from South America, and Limbo appears to be the only external force behind this latest singularity. Which means that right now, he is operating independently. And so, trap or not, we cannot afford to miss this chance when we know that he will be without reinforcements. Ideally, I would love to interrogate him to extract every iota of information he knows about the foreign god. But I cannot imagine he would willingly comply with any demands we might make. At any rate, remember this, your primary mission for this race shift is not only to repair the singularity, it is also to eliminate a key figure of the foreign god's forces before the foreign god herself intervenes.
Understood.
You can count on me, sir. Alright, all hands prepare for race shift. I want all of Novum Chaldea on standby, ready to help out as needed. Your destination is the southwest district of Heian-kyo. We'll initiate the race shift in 15 minutes. That is all.
Got it. Come on, Mash. Right, senpai. Boom, boom. Bye, Fo. Sorry, Fo, you can't tag along this time. Gordolf needs you as emotional support right now. He's just being tsundere about it. E minus A, E minus A. We haven't race shifted in a while. Ooh, that's a big map. First part, we're going to Shichijo Shibo. And I am fighting a Lancer. I mean, this will be fine. What is this place? Did the ray shift work? Stairs. Mash! Kotaro! Danzo! Mash! My apologies, but no, I am not Mash. It is I, Danzo. I have scanned our surroundings and can confirm that our race shift into the Heian period capital was successful. However, in regards to Lady Mash and Lord Kotaro, I cannot see them anywhere. No, Mash! And Kotaro! Nor can I sense their magical energy signals. I also cannot find any signs of their presence, such as footprints in Lady Mash's case, or shinobi ciphers in Lord Kotaro's. This is truly baffling. According to my pre-installed map data, I can confirm that we are in an uninhabited area in Heian-kyo's southwest district. However, given Lady Mash and Lord Kotaro's absence, and the fact that I am unable to contact Novum Chaldea, I am forced to conclude that you and I are the only ones to have arrived at our destination successfully. Then something must have messed with our ray shaft. This might be Limbo's doing. Yes, it may well be. Master, as a countermeasure against interference in the ray shaft, we are employing presence concealment. Lady Da Vinci came up with the idea using the interference data collected from the Shinjuku pseudo-singularity. Sabers could use magic resistance, casters could use territory creation, and so on for each class. Naturally, both Lord Kotaro and I used the skills we were directed to during this ray shift. But just before the ray shift ended, I felt an odd disturbance in my magical energy, almost as though I had run into a bounded field. That must be what interfered with Mash and Kotaro's ray shift. Yes, I believe so. As a matter of fact, I happened to sense Lord Kotaro's magical energy, though only for a moment. This is only speculation on my part, but I think Lord Kotaro may have acted as a decoy to draw the enemy's attention. If that's true, I can only assume he wanted you to have at least one servant by your side, rather than none. I see, so he sent you on ahead to help me. What a nice son you have. I believe so, yes. A painful reminder that there are areas where my skills are left wanting. Lord Kotaro, on the other hand, is a true shinobi. At any rate, let us take stock of our situation, Master. It seems clear that you and I were the only members of our party to successfully reach our destination. At present, Lady Mash and Lord Kotaro's whereabouts remain unknown. The ray shift interference could have sent them both back to Novum Chaldea, or they could have each arrived in different locations somewhere in Heian-kyo. Let's start by doing what we can. We'll keep an eye out for Mash and Kotaro, and look for locals who can help us. And figure out a way to restore communications with Novum Chaldea. No, let's look for locals. I want to find my golden boy. Understood. Then let us get moving and begin our search for our teammates. Oh, and we should try to find a local who can help us, such as Lady Raiko. As for the comms interference, our solutions will vary depending on the type of bounded field the enemy is using. If I can just find the bounded field's edge, or perhaps a seam, I should be able to re-establish contact. In the meantime, we may as well get going. Come on then, let's go! Yes, Master. Wait, just a moment. I am detecting something in those shadows. No, multiple somethings, and I expect they each contain a great deal of magical energy. So I would urge you to slowly, carefully... Get behind me, please. I was too careless. How did I fail to notice these readings sooner? They must be assassins with presence concealment. Or monsters that are exceptionally skilled at hiding. Those are heavy-sounding footsteps. Master, get behind me, now. What are those things? I mean, get ready to fight, Danzo. Actually, nah, what are those things? They appear to be enormous creatures with multiple legs, but more importantly, they are clearly hostile. Initiating combat routines, unlocking all mechanical ninja arts. Since I cannot accurately ascertain their strength, I see no reason to hold back. I shall therefore employ every tool in my possession. Now, let us begin. Thank you, Danzo. Protect me, please. Except I'm going to use someone else. And I feel fear, so let's see what craft essence is. Not the friendship one. You know, I guess this edgy looking one should be fine. And I want to raise bonds still. Man, I miss having an extra bond bonus though. But at the same time, being able to bring who I want is fun too. But no fear, no fear. Ew. But at the same time, yo, look at how buff they are. Wandering Tsuchigumo. Aren't those Tsuchigumo supposed to be like a tiny little snake thingy? Or maybe I'm thinking of something else. No fear, no fear, no fear. Bongan Sky ate a decent amount of food. She has a happy stomach. As in, I think she's level 90. And maybe skills at like 666. Okay, the Tsuchinoko. Close enough. Not really. I remember the first part of the name. Sobs. Oh, that was a happy amount of damage. Great job, Danzo! Look at how powerful Danzo be. Yay! Great job! You fell for my decoy. Fuma, missile. A massive black blades? Master! No! This is nothing. Alright, foul spider monsters. Try this on for size. Evil Wind, Death Storm. I love how edgy her attacks are. Are you alright, Master? Are you okay, Danzo? What about you? You're obviously hurt. What? Are you okay? Oh no, this is not a problem. As you can see, my self-repair function remains intact. I will be fine. There is nothing to worry about since my spirit core remains undamaged. Rest assured, I am not about to fall now. If Lady Mash and Lord Kotaro are not here, then it falls to me to keep you just as safe as they would. Oh, thank goodness. I'm glad you're alright. Wow, Danzo, you're amazing. All that aside, these creatures we encountered were truly terrifying opponents. I do not have many records of these large spider creatures in my database, nor do I remember seeing them myself during the Age of War. It is as though they are demonic beasts straight from the Age of Gods. Or at least, that is the closest thing they remind me of, from the many opponents I have fought in the simulator. I can't believe those things are just a fact of life in Heian period Japan. Either way, it looks like we'd better avoid fighting them as much as possible. Man, these bugs are just intense. Now I feel fear of like some of the other stuff. First one. Agreed. Lady Da Vinci has told me that Japan was home to many ancient mystics.
Even during the Age of War, I remember seeing Oni and monsters. But even so, I never would have expected such ferocious beasts to be wandering around a city only a few hundred years earlier. If this is any indication of the current state of affairs, the land may be far more nightmarish than we had dared imagine.
Okay, now I'm gonna change my mindset. I'm gonna imagine a bunch of like demons like in Inuyasha. I don't know what time period Inuyasha took place in, but I'm imagining it's that way.
Truth be told, I am still reeling from the shock.
A nightmarish land. I guess the local warriors must be pretty strong then. Yo, my golden boy.
Indeed. I only hope we can win one over to our side soon. Such an ally would be a great boon. But on the chance they prove foe rather than friend, I will do whatever I must to protect Master, even if it should cost me my life.
Danzo?
Never mind, it is not important. No matter the opponents we face, my duty remains the same. I must keep Master safe. That is all that matters.
Thank you, Danzo. Ooh, a lot of different enemy types. Actually just 2, but still a lot in my book. Ooh, it's the fun craft essence. Okay. Here we go. Ooh, thank you, thank you.
Alright, Master. I recorded all the information I can about the creatures we faced earlier. While I do use a skill similar in nature to presence concealment, it is more akin to camouflage than the true concealment employed by an assassin. So as long as I make full use of my sensors, I should be able to boost my detection rate by a far greater deal than usual. Greater degree than usual.
Hey, she's like a sonar.
Fuma scan. Karakuri style. There. Those creatures will no longer take us by surprise.
Wow. You puppet kunoichi are amazing. I can tell I'm in good hands. Kotaro, I love your mother.
Thank you, Master. At any rate, there you have it. If any more spiders should try to approach us, I will know about it. That said, Master, if we're somewhere in the old capital and this place is truly as deserted as it appears...
Okay. Different time period then, from Inuyasha. But still intimidating.
Then we should make haste to leave before any other deadly creatures show their faces.
Got it. Good point. Let's find somewhere safe.
Then come, this way. Master, forgive me for speaking to you from out of sight. I have detected a new creature not far ahead. But worry not. I shall deal with it. In the meantime, please go around the creature and make your way towards a nearby road. I will give the creature the slip once you have made it there. If we are lucky, there may even be an officer or two out on patrol. Alright, I shall see you later. Wait! Yes, Master? It's too risky to fight alone. We're better off sticking together. But Master, that would put you in... Right, understood. Forgive me, Master. I should have known better. That is just the kind of person you are, isn't it? Very well then. I will gladly fight by your side. I feel a twinge of shame using my more underhanded shinobi techniques in front of you. In front of one so noble as you. But if that is the price I must pay to fight by your side, then so be it.
Here it comes. Get ready. Once we take this thing down, we'll make a break for the road. Understood. We got this. She'll use her ninja techniques and I will punch. Or actually, no. Maybe I'll grab a stick or something else, like a rock, and just try to smash the bug. As one do. Morning Ghost in the Dark Warrior. So edgy. That Dark Warrior would be pretty tough, actually. Oh wait, I can actually probably fill her gauge up here. I'll do it. Though now I feel a little bit bad because Nobu's just gonna burn herself. Sorry, Nobu. Forgive me, Nobu. And let's see. This is fine. Boop. Now time to sit back and watch. The man mentioning Inuyasha earlier reminds me I still gotta watch the spin-off. I haven't seen it yet. Because I was too lazy to catch up on stuff. Because I wanted to watch other stuff. Oof, that is some pain. But not too much pain. Oh, look at all those Arjuna cards. I love it. Go, my boy, do the thing. Great job, Castoria. Oh, my lovely Arjuna. Look at how powerful you be. The Dark Priest. Wasn't too scary. And let's see, I'll do it this way. Boop. All Arjuna for the win. Ooh. Yay. Great job, Arjuna. I love all the Arjuna cards. And how the enemies don't have lots and lots of buffs like the clear, you know, Clearinomia. It's over. Take this. You know, I think I've seen something like that thing before. You have. While I have no recollection of the events of Shimosa myself, I did view them in Chaldea's database. And that creature we just faced does bear a great resemblance to those dark armored warriors from then. I can't be certain, but I bet Limbo's involved here. I've got a feeling Limbo's mixed up with this somehow. Yes, Master. I was just thinking the same thing. Dot 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 dot. Oh. But never mind that now. For the moment, we need to get to the road as soon as possible. I have a bad feeling about this. Well, more exactly, my Heian-kyo circuits are picking up a faint. I knew this matched one of my records. This manner of camouflage involves manipulating the very earth itself. Master! Another giant spider? No, Donzo, not again! No! How could I be so careless? Donzo! She's injured, and all to stop me from getting hurt. Please, run for it, Master. I'll hold it off. You must make it to the road, quickly.
But what about you?
I'm not gonna let this thing kill me, I promise.
But what about you?
Master, no. Here in the nightmarish realm of Heian-kyo, it would not be at all out of the ordinary for a hapless young woman defending her companion to be eaten alive by a vicious monster. Especially here in the far outskirts of Kyo, where great spiders known as Tsuchigumo prowl the land. These horrific beasts are truly the embodiment of all that is gruesome and wicked, of the cries of creatures that do not follow the rule of the Emperor. Indeed, any ordinary person facing one of these creatures could usually expect to meet a swift and horrible end, shredded and devoured all at once. But what if, while that person was under attack, a Genji warrior were to pass by?
Well, well. I'm impressed you didn't abandon your companion to try and save your own skin. Not bad. Not bad at all. Still, you have rotten luck crossing paths with a Tsuchigumo. Are you the child of one of the nearby warrior families? Or perhaps a relative of some court noble?
Stay back. It's not safe to face this creature alone. Please, seek help.
Help? You want me to call for help? Me ask for help? That's the funniest thing I've heard in ages.
Why are you still standing around? Run!
That's enough out of you, Spider.
Did he just cut it in two? But my sensors didn't even see him move. Please tell us, who are you? Stairs.
So, as terrifying as a Tsuchigumo must be for you, you still faced it rather than collapsing in fear. And above all, your eyes still shine with life. You dress in a manner unlike anyone else from this land. Your supplies look as if they are not of this world. And the two of you clearly share a strong bond. I think I can even sense an unusual type of magical energy from you both. Yes, there's no mistaking it. You are a servant and a master, are you not?
Huh? Who are you, pretty boy?
You wish to know my name? Very well, I can tell you that much. I am the head of Raiko's 4 heavenly kings, guardians of the capital. I am the warrior of Genji entrusted with our most prized sword, the Higekiri. Escorting Special Agent Watanabe no Tsuna.
Thanks, Tsuna. Yay! Delicious Saint Quartz. Yummy, yummy, yummy. And now we continue. And again, the fun craft essence. Make my life easier, please. Heian Warrior.
I am the head of Raiko's 4 heavenly kings, guardians of the capital. I am the warrior of Genji entrusted with our most prized sword, the Higekiri. Escorting Special Agent Watanabe no Tsuna.
Watanabe no Tsuna? One of Raiko's 4 heavenly kings. Just like Kintoki, my boy! My golden boy. Indeed, an unparalleled slayer of beasts. So then,
That magnificent blade he carries must be the Onikiri Yasutsuna from the Hoki province. The question now is he friend or foe? He may have slain the beast that was threatening our lives, but something inside me, something that is not a part of my circuitry, is screaming at me not to let down my guard. I cannot ignore this feeling. I must be prepared to fight at a moment's notice to keep Master safe. Caster.
Yes, Lord Tsuna? Medea? You were right, Master. We are facing a servant, I am certain of it.
I see. Well, this is a cruel twist of fate. Forgive me, foreign girl. Despite having just saved your life, I now have no choice but to take it in accordance with the rules of the Imperial Holy Grail War. For Lord Fujiwara no Michinaga's word is absolute as edicts from the heaven themselves.
Fujiwara no Michinaga? But why? Why must we fight?
Now, face me, Caster!
Caster? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, sir? I just got here.
Master, get behind me now! Well, well. So you've chosen to get between me and my target. Your peculiar motions are surprisingly quick. His sword strokes are too fast for me to follow. And what's more, they're frighteningly strong. I can feel my limbs groaning under the strain. Even as a servant, I am no match for his master of the blade. So this is the head of Raiko's 4 heavenly kings. But why would one of the 4 heavenly kings attack us? And why is a servant accompanying him? I don't know, but right now, with neither Lady Mash nor Lord Kotaro here to help, it falls to me to keep Master safe, no matter what.
Well, I have unknowingly joined the Holy Grail War. Then again, I did want the Grail, so this was meant to be. Ah yes, an endurance battle as one do. Which be fine. I can handle the endurance battle. I believe in myself. Let's see how this goes though. Yo, look at all the Arjuna cards. I gotta go for it. I can't resist. Yay. And while that goes on, more hydration. Man, I should have refilled my water bottle. I regret not doing it. Great job, Arjuna. Yo, he hits hard. Tsuna, you have successfully inflicted fear within me. Good job, Tsuna. I mean, I'm not impressed or anything. Nah, there's like the slightest tinge of fear. And I feel like using all Nobu here. Because why not? Do I have Oberon? Yes, I got him. But I want to raise my bond still with my babies. Great job, Nobu. Best endurance battle. Also, look at these delicious bond points. Yummy. Nobu tends to come in clutch. So does Jason, but Jason ain't here right now. This ain't about Jason. Danzo! I'm alright. Please be careful, Lord Tsuna. There's no telling what sort of tricks a servant may have up their sleeves.
Thank you, Caster. That aside, I assumed you were a warrior from a far-off land I know nothing about, and yet, you are surprisingly weak. Or are you merely holding back, so as not to kill or injure me? Ha, if that's the case, then you must take me for a fool.
He's so strong! Even as a servant, I cannot see a way to defeat him. Despite being a flesh and blood human with a servant of his own at his command, he has still chosen to fight this battle almost entirely on his own. I just realized. Dang, Medea, your luck with masters. You got the masters that can hit hard, huh? First a punchy man, and now a guy who can bonk with a sword good. Even though the heroic spirit accompanying him could easily block all manner of non-mystic physical attacks, he relies on her for nothing but support. So this is how a Heian warrior fights. We have no reason to fight you, but you do not seem to feel the same.
Don't be ridiculous. As masters, there is but one path open to us. As per Lord Fujiwara's decree, the city of Kyo is now the field upon which we must do battle. There is nothing more to say.
This aura, he truly means to kill us. There does not seem to be anything I can say that would stop him, which means there is only one option left, though it would not be an easy one.
Here I come.
If we hope to see another day, we will just have to run for it. Forgive me. Master! Grab Danzo's hand. Come on. Whee! Master, over here. This smoke may be poisonous. Hold on. I'm going to cast a spell that will neutralize it and let you breathe more ease.
Don't bother. This is only an ordinary smokescreen, not a poisonous one.
Lord Tsuna, stop! It's not safe!
Don't you get it, Caster? That warrior was clearly trying to keep the girl safe. And she could not possibly do that if the gas were poisonous.
Is what you think, Tsuna, but I have poison resistance except for my food.
From the sound of it, they've already covered a great deal of ground.
Shall we go after them?
Of course. Come, let's go.
Good thing leg day is every day, and I have powerful legs, so I can go from Shichijo Shibo to Shichijo Nibo. I am running like a champion. My apologies, Master, but this is an emergency. I hope you can forgive me for carrying you in my arms while we make our escape. I don't mind being carried. I'm assuming she's like princess carrying me and not throwing me like a sack of potatoes over her shoulder. Ordinarily, I would do so by leaping great distances rather than running. But I am afraid my body is still not functioning at optimum levels. Danzo, your injury! It's okay, I can run by myself. Do not worry about me. A few scratches like this are not... I am so sorry. It seems my long-distance running and 1,000 li per second traversal mechanisms were more damaged than I realized. I suppose I should have expected no less from the famed Watanabe no Tsuna. Here, Danzo. Lean on me. Let's try to put as much distance between him and us as we can. Alright, Master. Thank you. Master, it won't be long before Watanabe no Tsuna catches up with us. When he does, I want you to let me make amends for this horrific failure. I will do whatever it takes to delay him and give you an opportunity to escape, even if it should cost me my life. Ooh, hello, hello. What did you miss? Well, apparently I'm having a master battle with pretty boy Tsuna. And Donzo is wrecked. I feel so bad. So I want you to hold on to my right hand. Its mechanisms may be silent now, but it contains a communication device with greater range and fidelity than yours. If you use it to contact Chaldea, I'm not leaving you behind. Master, it's too early to give up. This is only section 2. Don't forget, I still have all 3 of my command spells. It's too early to give up. Did you miss any rolls? No. Master.
Hey, you two got a moment?
What?
So, I had a little too much to drink tonight, so I decided to take a walk, get some night air. And the next thing I know, I wake up sprawled out in some back alley. So then I hear you two whispering, and the lady here sounded real worried about something. Maybe not on the verge of tears or anything, but whatever's on your mind, lady. It seems pretty serious. You in trouble or something? Yeah, maybe you are, maybe you're not. Not gonna lie, I can be pretty dense. So if you don't want to deal with that, just let me know and I'll get out of your hair. But if I ain't got it all mixed up.
I like how it changed from manly voice to manly man. Great description.
And you really do need help. All you gotta do is ask.
So we were running around, and I guess this manly man was passed out on the floor after drinking and was woken up by our feelings.
One word, and I'll help. One word, and I'll hop to and bail you out. Whatever it is that's bothering you, I'll take care of it. I sure ain't about to make injured villagers fend for themselves. So, how about it? You two on the run from monsters or bandits or something? Where's your house? Is it close by?
Golden hair. Are you, perhaps, golden?
Uh-huh. What are you talking about? Golden? Golden, nah, that ain't right. Wait, it is! Golden! That's it! I like the sound of that. Something about that word just sounds... yeah, awesome! Golden, I love it! Wait, oh man, I didn't realize how badly injured you were. What happened to you guys? You ran into a Tsuchigumo or something?
Yeah, we did at one point. Well...
Close. A Tsuchigumo did attack them, but it is not what inflicted those wounds. I did, just to graze with Higekiri.
Watanabe no Tsuna! Curses, he already caught up to us.
Huh. So that's how it is. Interesting. Kintoki, move aside, you're in my way. My business here is with the woman and the girl, not you. That right? Kintoki? I don't know if you noticed, Brother Tsuna, but it's the middle of the night. I know I couldn't live with myself if I didn't make sure these two got home safe, so that's just what I was about to do. Whatever business you got with them can wait. Got it?
Lord Kintoki, he really does mean to protect us, even though we have yet to tell him a single thing about ourselves.
He made his decision in an instant without any hesitation. So this is Lord Sakata Kintoki of Ashigara, one of Raiko's 4 heavenly kings. Stand down, Kintoki. I would prefer to avoid anything that might cause Lady Raiko grief. Ha! Big talk! Even for the head of the 4 heavenly kings. Kintoki? You know, I got nothing but respect for you, Brother Tsuna, but that doesn't mean anything you say goes. Now, why don't you fill me in? 'Cause I don't get it. Granted, since I came down from Mount Ashigara, there's been a whole lot of things that were clear as mud to me. But no matter how hard I try, I can't understand why the undisputed strongest Heian warrior would be going after women and children. I shouldn't even have to be telling you this, Brother Tsuna. But we're supposed to keep women and children safe, not cut off their heads. I see. You do make a good point. However, neither of them is young enough that I would call them children. Huh. That really what you think, Brother Tsuna? 'Cause it sure don't look that way to me. Hell, that girl with the red hair is definitely still just a kid. Most kids her age probably be bawling their eyes out if they were lost in the middle of the night. But not this kid. She's been holding back her tears and refusing to give in to her fears as she looks for a way home. She might be lost, but she's still got guts.
I like how this is his headcanon for me. Yes, I am just a lost little villager. That is me. Protect me, Kintoki.
At least, that's the feeling I get from her. How about you, brother? You sure you don't feel the same? I'm glad to see nothing ever gets you down, Kintoki. But the Imperial Holy Grail War requires that I do this. Now stand aside.
Imperial Holy Grail War?
No. I said, stand back. And I said no. Then you leave me no choice. Bring it on, you bastard!
Thank you, Golden Boy.
I can't resist. I gotta bring him.
Yeah, resistance is futile here.
I must use my Golden Boy. I mean, not my Golden Boy, but Golden Boy.
Let's go.
Where'd he get all those Dragon Tooth warriors? Then again, I guess Medea could make them, so it makes sense. But yo, she made so many.
Oh, this is so satisfying. I love this. Yeah, this is great. No fear. And just in case, I'll have him evade. Yeah, I like this. And I will go all Golden Boy. Actually, no, I will go... Yeah, I'll go that way. So I'll do this. I can't wait to give my Golden Boy this costume. I'll get wrecked, Tsuna. Okay, this is not bad. Good thing he was stunned, or else that would have hurt. Yeah, that would have actually hurt me. But it is fine right now. I believe in the golden boy. It's gonna be fun when I finally meet up with MASH guys again and contact Chaldea. I'll be like, so you'll never believe this. I took part in a Holy Grail War as one do. And of course he'd go after Kintoki, makes sense. And still going after him. Super duper understandable. Go Arjuna, I believe in you. Great job, my boy. Oh, he's evading, I just realized that. Well, this might hurt. No, it's not might, this is going to hurt. But it's okay. If anything, Nobu can beat him up. I should be using Koyanskaya now, but I just want to keep on raising my bonds right now. I want more delicious bond forts. Wow, he hates Merlin more than Kintoki here. Poor Merlin, he just got bullied. Then again, maybe Merlin deserves it. I'm sorry, Merlin. Sorry, not sorry, Merlin. Now hopefully he lives, if not, oh well. At least a good amount of damage got towards Suna. Oof. Goodbye, golden boy. If only you had guts. Suna, can you just like not spam your noble phantasm? Come on, bro. Just like stop. But I will believe in you, Nobu. Oh, that's 0 damage though. Oof. Suna, can you just like not heal yourself? Not my Arjuna. Suna, why you do this? Like, can you just not? Ooh. What does that do? Nah. Oh, if only that would have worked. True. Like, she would give me bond sync cords too, but then I'd have to replace Merlin in the back. And I love my points with Merlin too. Okay, I'm glad that worked. And I will use the power of Nobu. Do the thing, Nobu. Great job, Nobu. I believed in you. Yay. And look! Delicious Saint Quartz at the top. Yay!
Never mind the Shikigami skeletons, caster. They're only getting in my way.
They're dragon-tooth warriors. But anyway, if I do that...
Don't bother. They won't be of any help against Kintoki. Rah! Ha! Well, that's something. Never would have thought a lone wolf like you'd send a bunch of skeletons to do his dirty work. Not that they're gonna be much help against... Whoa! Phew, that was close. Well, well. Not so much as a scratch, even after taking a direct blow from Higekiri. I knew you had talent. Ha! Damn.
I can see why Lord Kintoki was one of Raiko's 4 heavenly kings. Even up against a warrior as strong as Lord Tsuna, he refuses to back down. However, Lord Tsuna is still...
Fun though it is to spar with you, Kintoki. I am not about to spend all night needlessly fighting one of my fellow 4 heavenly kings. Especially since you are not a master yourself. Ha! Gah! Since there are 2 casters present here, I need bring back only one head as proof.
2 casters? Lord Tsuna's sights are not set on Lord Kintoki. And they're not currently set on me either. So then, he must be after... Master?
Oh crap! Danzo, change into your spirit form.
Understood.
What? Huh? Did she just... disappear? No, it is not that. The girl told her to use her spirit form, which must mean... Caster!
Yes, Lord Tsuna. She's definitely a servant.
So you mean the puppet, rather than the girl?
What? Tsuna, did you think I was a servant this whole time?
I see. So I have not been tricked so much as I was simply ignorant.
I'm so sorry. I should have been more specific. You're right. The servant signal came from the woman with the long black hair who just vanished. Not that girl with the red hair. Ah yes, I am the caster. Look at my awesome casting. Minor heal spell. Minor heal spell for you.
I see.
Also, while we're on the subject, I don't think the woman is a caster. Given the way she carried herself, I would bet she's an assassin.
What? You mean there are other kinds of servants besides casters?
Tsuna, what did they teach you? I like how he just assumed. You know what? Everyone's a caster, yeah. That must be it. I got a caster, so they must have casters too. Oh, Tsuna. Silly Tsuna. A new thank you, see you later. Lord Tsuna.
No, it's alright. I shouldn't have been so quick to jump to conclusions. I just assumed this girl here was a caster, based on her highly unusual clothing, and the fact that I thought I saw her use some form of sorcery. It just goes to show I too have much to learn. Hintoki, I don't get it. How the hell did that injured lady disappear like that? Oh, sorry, brother. What's up? Since there do not seem to be any casters here whose heads I can take, I will step aside for now. Go ahead and take the girl wherever you like. But know this. The next time we meet, I will have you show me your left hand. And if, by chance, I should happen to see those glowing red marks upon it. Yeah. What are you gonna do, brother? Put you to the sword, of course. Ha! So you're finally gonna come at me without holding anything back, huh? Well, that'll be something. In that case, Brother Tsuna, I can't wait to see what you've got. Let's go, Caster.
Right. That was a thing.
Phew. He is gone now, right?
He sure is. I can't see him anymore, that's for sure.
I can't sense him either. Phew. That's a relief. Man, that was nuts going up against Tsuna's crazy skills, even if he was holding back. But you guys did that and managed to make it out with just... make it out not just with your head still attached, but all your limbs too. That's the sort of thing people have been talking about for ages if they'd seen it. You ought to be proud.
Thanks for saving us. I knew I could count on you in the Heian period too, Kintoki. Thank you for saving us.
You bet. Don't worry about it, haha.
You were like one of those morphing heroes.
Morph? Ah, where'd you come from? Man, so you can just disappear and reappear out of nowhere, huh? What Lady Misaki here is trying to say, Lord Sakata Kintoki, is that you are a good person who always tries to do the right thing. Oh, someone who always tries to do the right thing, huh? Me? You think? 'Cause I don't got any idea what's right and what's wrong. Hell, if you do, I'd love it if you told me. Far as I'm concerned, I was just helping out a kid who lost her way. I wasn't thinking about it any deeper than that. Man, city life is complicated, huh? Especially now that with the Imperial Holy Grail War going on.
Tell me more about it, boy. Ooh, I already got the wardrobe key. Nice. I got it early on. Happy. And let me just check this out real quick. Delicious. Oh, beautiful. That is so satisfying. Delicious scene quartz, all for me. Section 3, Imperial Holy Grail War. We're going to Rokujo Street. Sounds good to me. By the way, Kintoki, I'm not a villager here. I have no place to stay. Can you please lead me to an inn? Am I still enrolling for Oberon? No, since I got him, luckily. But now Morgan's banner catches my eye some more. Because I have no Tamlins. They say no to me. Or they've been saying no. A chance like this comes but once in a lifetime. This astounding ritual devised by the great Lord Abe no Seimei is without peer in all of history. Its name, the Imperial Holy Grail War. Ooh, when did I get him? A little bit over after I use around 120-something Saint Quartz. He came home in 1/3 the amount that Koi and Sky took. And I got him after like my auntie visited on Saturday, or actually no, Friday night. She brought over a bunch of mochi that actually matched Oberon's color scheme, and he was like, yo, I want that mochi. It looks just like me. And then he came home and took all my food. But it was worth it. By your grace, O Fujiwara no Michinaga, Minister of the Left, with my own onmyo techniques, and the assistance of the onmyo bureau, this ritual can begin today. 7 caster heroic spirits will be summoned here from distant lands, where 7 of our fair city's fiercest warriors shall be chosen as these casters' masters. Ah, no wonder why Tsuna expected everyone will have a caster. This is the caster war, and I brought Merlin. All you have to do, Lord Fujiwara no Michinaga, is promise a servant and master pair to emerge victorious, will be showered with riches and granted any wish their hearts desire. And all 7 teams will fight without restraint or hesitation. And that's not even the best part. By sacrificing the casters' lives, the city of Kyo's defenses will be strengthened 100-fold, leading to 1,000 years of peace and prosperity. Truly, an astounding feat. Truly, a miraculous prospect. It is all right here in Lord Seimei's letter. As I said before, O Minister of the Left, a chance like this comes but once in a lifetime.
I see. And you say that the only lives that will be sacrificed will be these casters from foreign lands? Indeed. The idea of sacrificing the lives of the capital's guardians for a mere ritual would be the height of folly. But if only the lives of distant foreigners are at stake, that is no matter for concern at all. In that case, the Imperial Holy Grail War must begin at once. Consider this the word of the Emperor himself. Ha 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 ha! My Heian-kyo will be known for generations as the 1,000-year capital.
And that is what happened just a few days ago. It is said Fujiwara no Michinaga appeared to be in cruelly high spirits. Will he happy? A holy grail war?
That's what I heard. Wait, you know what a Holy Grail War is? I should have known.
Why's that? What do you mean? What? I'm afraid I do not understand either, but at least Lord Kintoki seems convinced.
Whoa, so your wounds are all closed up already? That's amazing.
I simply used my self-repair function, of course. Master's healing spells were a great help as well.
You're still not at 100% though, are ya? Try to take it easy for a while, you hear?
Right, thank you.
Now, where was I? Oh yeah, the Imperial Holy Grail War. It's been about 7 days or so since the Imperial Palace started this ritual thing, in secret, and so far, 2 of the 7 heroic spirits summoned here have been killed. Not only that, their masters were the other 2 members of the 4 Heavenly Kings.
You mean Gatekeeper Usui Sadamitsu and Inspector Urabe no Suetake?
Damn, you really know your stuff, don't ya? Yep, it was Brother Usui and Uncle Urabe. Anyway, not only did they lose their heroic spirits, they got pretty banged up themselves. The doc said they'll be fine, but they need some Arima Hot Springs therapy for a while.
I like that prescription. It's like, yo, so you got lots and lots of bruises, cuts, maybe a few broken bones? I will prescribe you a trip to the hot spring. You can be there for like a week.
Anyway, the master who managed to kill those 2 heroic spirits was Brother Tsuna.
Watanabe no Tsuna? Pretty boy. I want to see the others now.
That's right. Tsuna's about as strong as they come. Even our boss, Lady Raiko, the current leader of the Genji, said he was the single most powerful warrior in the entire human world. Of course, that hasn't stopped him from claiming the only opponents he's comfortable with are monsters and such.
The most powerful warrior in the human world.
Things might be a little different when you start including non-humans, but even so, there's a reason Raiko said that. I mean, you saw him for yourselves, right?
Yes, that we did. He's incredibly strong. Yeah.
The way things are going now, Tsuna's the clear favorite to win the whole Imperial Holy Grail War.
Master, I know. Yeah, this Holy Grail War has to be Limbo's trap. I agree. After all, while it could be that this Imperial Holy Grail War is simply a variant of the traditional Holy Grail War, it is odd that there were no mention whatsoever of the Holy Grail in question. That is far too big of an error to merely be an oversight. So the much more likely explanation is that this is Limbo's trap.
Limbo? What's that?
Oh yes, allow me to explain. Caster of Limbo, also known as the alter ego Limbo, is an irredeemably evil monk that... Explanation time!
Now I gotcha. And you two are trying to nail this creep to the wall, huh?
That's right. We suspect Limbo's true name is Ashia Doman, the Onmyoji.
You don't say.
The details of Doman's death have never been made clear in human history. So it is entirely possible that he could still be alive in 1008, the 5th year of Konko. We do not yet know what connection, if any, Limbo may have to the living, breathing Doman. But this Grail War itself would almost certainly be his work, no? But wasn't that whole thing Abe no Seimei's idea?
Yeah, that's right. Lord Seimei's the guy who originally came up with this Imperial Holy Grail War thing. But there's some room for doubt on that.
Is there now? In our circles, it is generally believed that Lord Seimei passed away in the 2nd year of Konko, but...
Ha! Is that so? Yeah, Lord Seimei might look young, but he's actually pretty old. There's been rumors for a long time that he's actually the 2nd or even 3rd to bear the name, so it wouldn't surprise me at all if it got passed down to future generations. But anyway, I think it was about a month ago when Lord Seimei disappeared to who knows where. We only learned about this Imperial Holy Grail War from a letter he sent.
That does sound suspicious.
Right? Boss Raiko tried to tell the Minister of the Left that we shouldn't be so quick to trust something we know nothing about. But that rat bastard, I mean, his Imperial Magistrate, just laughed and said a few foreign casters' lives were a small price to pay for 1,000 years of peace. And that ain't all. The guy who's basically running the whole Onmyo Bureau in Lord Seimei's absence is Lord Ashia Doman.
That's...
Crazy suspicious? Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, part of that's cause of what you told me about this Limbo guy, but it's also cause, well, Lord Doman's always been something of a schemer. Though I guess you could say the same about the Minister of the Left and Lord Seimei too.
I see. Sure are a lot of schemers here, it sounds like. Birds of a feather flock together.
Anyway, well, far as I know, the city is a hotbed of all the worst kind of stuff. Conspiracies, assassinations, curses, you name it. Sure, we ain't ever had anything as outright crazy as this Imperial Holy Grail War before, but I've heard stories about plenty of other kinds of spells, good and bad alike. Good people, evil people, they all die by the cartload here. Just take a few steps off the main roads, and you're about guaranteed to run into monsters. Or Oni, or Tsuchigumo. And then there's all the Manners and the Bondo rebels out in Azuma province, who don't give a flying fig about Kyo's authority. So yeah, let's just say that us Heian warriors have got our work cut out for us. Trust me, the city's way scarier than anything I saw on the mountain where I grew up. ... That might be what this all boils down to, really. The whole reason the Minister of the Left decided to pin all his hopes on this Imperial Holy Grail War to provide Kyo with 1,000 years of peace might be because there ain't no other chance at peace otherwise.
Sad.
A wish, huh? I guess one thing all masters taking part in this Imperial Holy Grail War have in common is that they all got some kind of wish they want granted. Lord Kintoki, why did you put down your axe? What are you doing with your glove?
Kintoki, your hand!
Command spells? Oh yeah, that's what these glowing red marks are called, ain't it? Yup, as it turns out, I'm actually one of the Imperial Holy Grail War's masters myself. So, you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking you might just be my servant, Misaki.
Yes! Yes, that is the way this works out, Kintoki. I am your servant. Yes, I am definitely the caster you summoned. And I happen to also be a master too, but no, that's just part of my caster powers, because that's a thing that can happen, of course. I love it. Who did you summon though, Kintoki? I gotta see later. Stay golden. Never change, Kintoki. Ah, how pleasant. How very pleasant indeed to have one's plan go so swimmingly. A ritual that could not possibly exist in any hypothetical version of human history. The impossible Imperial Holy Grail War. Indeed, this represents the culmination of all the independent research I conducted as a disciple of the foreign god. So, I do hope you enjoy this pseudo-parallel world I have created, including all the many personal touches I have added to better suit my tastes. My dear Chaldeans, when all is said and done, the last laugh shall be mine. So please, do enjoy what I have in store for you. Right to the very end. Oh, that was a short one. That's funny, though. I kind of want to bring him again. But I won't. Not this time. Ooh, what is this craft essence? It's cute. Oh, it's a touring portrait. No wonder it's cute. Understandable. Oh no, I forgot to switch Merlin with... Oops. I mean, this is fine. Arjuna's just gonna be extra buff now. Gotcha. Guess I had it all wrong then. I'm sorry. I wish I knew what to say. I'm sorry, I'm not the one you summoned. Don't be. It's nothing you need to apologize for. So you're not a servant after all, huh? Instead, the servant's this lady and she's more of a scout than a spellcaster. I don't get it. You do not? Oh. I suppose I just assumed you understood the situation based on what Lord Tsuna said earlier. Oh. So that's why Tsuna let you guys go. I thought it was weird for him to give up on a target like that. Now I gotcha. It's because you weren't the quarry he was looking for in the first place. That explains a lot.
Alright, hang on. If you two don't have anything to do with the Imperial Holy Grail War, then what in the world are you? Alright. The pruning theoretical phenomenon, lost belts, race shifting, and singularities, huh?
I'm so sorry, Kintok. Your brain's probably hurting. He can barely understand the Grail War itself, and now I'm just like, let me teach you about the pruning theoretical phenomenon. You can probably get this, right, Kintoki?
And basically you guys are guests from way in the future, like tomorrow's tomorrow. Well, a long ways past that, really. Man, this stuff's hard to wrap your head around. But that's okay, I believe you. And as far as I can tell, you guys ain't the lion type. Besides, it looks like I was still right about something. You are lost, aren't ya?
True, we are.
So, you're looking for a way to get home, and you want to find your friends you got separated from, huh? Now we're talking. Don't worry, I'll have you back home in a flash. Well, I guess it might not be that easy, but the point is, don't worry. Whatever it takes to get back to Chaldea, whatever it takes to get you back to this Chaldea place, I'll figure it out. I'll get you home safe and sound. You have my word. Of course, that goes for you too, servant lady. Thank you for your help. I am deeply grateful for your kindness. Don't worry about it. Everyone needs some help sometimes, right? Besides, it's not like I got anywhere to go either. What do you mean? You're one of Raiko's 4 heavenly kings, are you not? And during this time period, Lady Minamoto no Raiko was charged by Minister of the Left Fujiwara no Michinaga with the task of keeping the city of Kyo safe. So as one of her most prized retainers, surely you must also have a house or two of your own? Or perhaps Lady Raiko has put you up in her own house? Well, how can I put this? It's complicated. Yeah, I am a part of the Genji clan, and one of the 4 heavenly kings. But I've, got my reasons for wanting to keep my distance from Raiko right now. Basically, I guess you could say, I kinda ran away.
Well, nothing we can do in that case. I see, so you don't have anywhere to call home right now either. Nothing we can do in that case.
Ha ha ha. I'm glad you understand. Sorry about that. I wish I had a place you could stay. But the only places that put you up on my say-so are ones with ties to the Genji clan. Which means Brother Tuna could show up there at any time, so that obviously ain't gonna work. I've been staying out of his way alright for the past few days, but now that he said he's gonna take a look at my hand the next time he sees me, well...
I'm sorry. It's all my fault.
Hey now, what are you apologizing for? You were in a bind, so I helped ya. Nothing else to it.
That's not too bad for 5.5 though.
These command spell marks on my hands ain't got nothing to do with you.
I can't accept that. I need to make it up to you. I owe you for helping me. I have to pay you back.
So that's how it is, huh? I like it. Alright then, you officially owe me a favor. You know, I'm okay with that kind of hard-headedness. Hell, I even find it endearing. Good thing too, since I'm pretty hard-headed myself. Haha. An ox-drawn carriage at this hour? Must be some court noble on their way back from a poetry reading or something. Come here, you two. Over this way so you don't get in their way. Right.
The ox cart just stopped in front of us. What is...
Well now, this is a surprise.
Do tell. What are a tall, handsome man, a young girl in strange clothing, and a beautiful black-haired woman all doing out here in the dead of night?
Are you perhaps looking for a place to stay?
I don't know if I trust you, Noble in the cart. This is all too convenient.
Oh, thank you for your concern, Miss Noble, but you don't have to worry about us. We're part of the Genji clan. Keeping Kyo safe at night is our duty.
I see. The Genji clan, is it? Why so formal? Kaido Maru, come on, get that stick out of your ass. Oh, so she's the passing noble. Hey, it's our bestie Say. Go on, let your hair down. It's not like we don't already know each other. So what's going on? If you need help, Nagiko, Kyoko, might just be able to provide it. And now I can be like, what?
Whoa, Seisho no go... Kyoko, it's you!
Hehe. Long time no see, Blondie. So, what are you doing out here at this time of night anyway? You looking for someone to help keep your bed warm or something? I'm just blinking a little bit at that. Kyoko? What you implying, Kyoko?
I guess it has been a while, hasn't it? What was that about my bed? Is that more of your mainland poetry? I don't get it.
Ha ha, don't worry about it. I was just saying the first thing that came to mind. Are you... Hey now, cut that out. Hasn't anyone ever taught you that it's rude to stare? Say Shonagon? That's Say Shonagon, right? Kintoki almost said as much. My bestie? Oh? Well now, I haven't heard that name in a long time. Did you read a copy of some of my work or something? Bit of a bookworm, too? Read anything good lately? I found something recently that is so... Wait, hang on. Have we met before? Maybe back when I was still in the palace? Nah, that can't be it. You'd have still been a little kid back then. Really? I wonder how old she actually is then.
Whoa there, Misaki. There's two things you never should discuss with Seishona Kyoko, her age and her name. She's put a lot of work into making herself look young, and you see, her real age is...
Wahaha! Say.
Ow.
Lord Kintoki, could you please tell us how you came to know this lady?
Oh, let me see.
Now I'm curious about how old she'd be right here.
Well, I can't say exactly which family she's from, but Kyoko here's a genuine noble. I know you two might not have any business with the palace right now, but if you're going to be staying around the city, it won't hurt to take this chance to introduce yourselves. As for me, well, back when I was a kid who just couldn't get used to my life in the big city, let's just say she helped me out of a few jams.
Yep, that about sums it up. I know I might not look like it, but I actually love helping people out.
I see. According to the stories told in the Edo period, Lord Kintoki was born several years before Lady Sei Shonagon. But in reality, it seems Lady Sei Shonagon was actually the older of the two. Of course, this would hardly be the first time a heroic spirit did not exactly line up with their real-life counterpart. I mean, in my case, I am a puppet, so...
Anyway, what's going on tonight? Oh? Does it have anything to do with Lord Michinaga's latest scheme?
Haha. As if that narrow it down. Considering just how many schemes he's always got going on. Nah, I just ran away from home and I'm still running.
I see. Did something happen back at the Genji main house? Or maybe Lord Mitsunaka demanded Lady Raiko give up her leadership position? If it's going down how I think it's going down, then Lord Mitsunaka's being a real piece of work. My bet is he wants Lady Raiko to give up leadership while keeping her in charge of fighting and stuff so he can declare one of his older kids leader and force her to form a branch clan entirely.
What's the main house gotta do with me running away? Nah, this is just my own little screw-up. I guess I could have left the city altogether, but there's reasons I need to stick around. So I was just trying to think of a place where we could take shelter for the night.
I see. So you need a place that'd be brave enough to take in 3 strange visitors in the middle of the night, huh? Lucky for you, I know just the place.
Whoa, you do?
I sure do. I'd invite you guys to stay at my place, but 3 new guests all at once would be a little much for a semi-retired woman like me. Now come on, follow me. Let's get moving again, driver.
Yes, ma'am. You get in the carriage with Kyoko, Danzo. Don't want you tripping in the dark and making your injuries worse.
Thank you, but I will stay by Master's side. It's okay, Danzo. You should ride in the carriage. No worries, my legs are strong. But what about... It's okay. Get as much rest as you can.
Understood.
Thank you.
Well, looks like you and me are walking then, Misaki.
Man, this sure was a heck of a coincidence running into you guys out here like this. Lucky I did too. These days, not even the main roads are completely safe. Sure can't hurt to have a warrior of Genji around just in case.
I see. Speaking of Sei Shonagon and the Genji, I believe her brother, Lord Kiyohara no Munenobu, eventually loses his life to someone from the Genji family. Not that I can say anything about that now.
The main roads are usually pretty safe, but things have been weird even on them the last few days.
The last few days, huh? Whoa there. Looks like Hiyoko was telling the truth. Misaki!
There's something dead ahead.
I see him. Don't worry, Danzo. You stay put. Me and Misaki can handle them ourselves. Alright, let's do this!
Yeah! I can do this! Kintoki's gonna bash him with his giant axe and I'ma punch him. No worries, Danzo. Just stay in the carriage with Kyoko. Golden Boy and I are just gonna beat everyone up. Oh, this actually kind of worked out. It's just 3 enemies, no fear. Yeah, this is great. Works out nicely. Take this, Arjuna, become extra buff. I believe in you, my boy. And I'm just doing this because it's fun. I will use all Arjuna. I should believe in the boy. Look at all his buffs. He's a buff boy. I'm happy that Kintoki believes in my fighting abilities. He's one of the few that actually acknowledges that I can probably fight. Thank you, Kintoki. Truly golden. Yay. And then I'll finish section 3. For sure. Since I still gotta download the game for tomorrow morning. Hehehehe, my bad for not downloading stuff sooner. I have problems. So let's go. Man, I can't wait to see the place that our bestie Kyoko's gonna take us to. Ooh, Dark Warriors and Morning Ghost. Good thing I brought in Nobu so she can help. Actually, wait a second. I want to just stall for this turn. I can't resist. Look at all these Castoria cards. I can just, you know, do a thing and raise her gauge. Yeah, resistance is futile here for me. Her gauge will fill enough. I mean, I could have went after the Morning Ghost, but nah. I want her to bonk a Dark Warrior. Ouch, my boy, you're suffering. Here, take this. No suffering anymore. In this case, I'll do it this way. Boop. All good. More sitting back and enjoying the carnage. And finishing off the last of my water. Didn't take any of them down, but it's okay. They're mainly damaged. They're injured. It's all good. I'll at least get rid of 2 of them. Yeah, 2 of them for this round. It's fine. Oh, so close. I could have gotten 3, but no. Maybe if I would have used another attack up thing, but my bad. Oh wait, I could have used all Castoria here too to assert dominance, but nah. Too late. Goodbye, buffs. You were great while you lasted. And oh, hello, Kodama. Ooh, all Arjuna cards. Not bad at all. I don't mind if I do. That's pretty good damage considering he only has that many, buffs. Oh, so close. Wow, you really wanted to roar at Castoria, huh? And this is overkill, but I just want Arjuna to do a thing. Great job, my boy. Look at that overkill. Look how powerful you are. Amazing, much wow. Bonk. There. That's the last of them. Nice job. Thanks, you too. Anyone hurt? No? Great. These kinds of battles don't bother me at all, but... What do you mean? Is there something else that's bothering you? Well, it's just... What's the matter? I'm a little unsure about what to do. You okay, my boy? Okay, we're here. What is this place? Ever heard of the Tale of Genji? It's all the raging Kyo right now. Well, its author, Murasaki Shikibu, lives here. Murasaki? Oh yeah, she's from this time too, isn't she? Murasaki! My other bestie.
Is Lady Murasaki a friend of yours, Lady Kyoko?
Nah, I've never met her.
You haven't?
But I bet anything she's like the graceful noblewoman's noblewoman. So I'm sure she's the type of girl who'd never banded anybody in trouble.
Come on, she's gotta be too old to be called a girl by now, right?
They.
Ow!
Anyway, the point is, we've arrived at Murasaki Shikibu's house. She's a lady in waiting for Empress Shoshi, so when she's not reading stories, she works at the palace. I, don't know if I'd feel right asking someone we've never met before to put us up for the night. That's gonna be so awkward. Knock, knock, knock. I swear we're not suspicious. Please let us sleep on the floor. In that case, just tell her that Fusa no Iori sends her regards. I'm pretty sure. No, I'm positive she'll know what that means. Alright. My house is over there, so this is where we part. See you guys some other time.
Bye, Kyoko. Thanks for the help.
Well, wait. We just ran into some monsters not too long ago. Is it not dangerous to travel along the main road at night with only a bare minimum of attendants?
Not necessarily. Noble carriages like that always have several shikigami with them. They might not be able to handle a tsuchigumo, but those are kept out by the bounded field, the Onmyo Bureau set up around the main roads anyway. But the carriage shikigami can handle any smaller monsters that come around no problem.
I see. Wow, I didn't know Heian security was so thorough. I want some of those shikigami. Personally, I just as soon not have to depend on any onmyoji for help. But times being what they are, I can't afford to be picky.
Shikigami. Then, why did you and Master defeat those monsters we encountered earlier? Oh, that... Well... I was sort of just giving Kyoko a show to thank her for her help.
And I totally enjoyed it, but that doesn't mean you should take too many risks out there, okay? Cause if there's one thing I hate, it's people dying young from a little mischief that got out of hand. Alright, I'm really going now. Good night! Bye!
Okay, let's go ask Lady Murasaki here to put us up.
So we were fighting to entertain.
I'm sorry? I do beg your pardon, but I'm afraid I just don't understand what this is all about. For starters, who in the world is this Kyoko person you mentioned? I recognize you as Lord Sakata Kintoki of the Genji family, of course. I've seen you around Lord Michinaga's mansion a number of times. That's me, and here I thought we were meeting each other for the first time. Sorry for not recognizing ya from the Minister of Left's place. No, that's quite alright. I mean, what is it that brings you to my house at this hour of the night, Lord Kintoki? Did I make a terrible mistake at the palace or something?
In retrospect, we probably should have expected she'd respond like that.
Oh no, she's probably like, it's the middle of the night and one of the guards are here. Oh no, what did I do?
I'm sorry.
I agree, Lady Misaki. Do forgive us for intruding so late. Don't worry, Lady Murasaki. You didn't do anything wrong. I only use that name when I'm writing, so please just call me Kaoruko. Okay, got it. Anyway, don't worry. I know Brother Tsuna likes to play at being an officer, but that ain't my thing. We ain't here to bring you in for any wrongdoing at all. Actually, we kinda need your help. Huh? Yes, but realization! Come to think of it, Lord Watanabe no Tsuna did appear to be dressed like a police officer. And yet, as far as my records show, there is no mention of him ever actually serving as such. Huh? Really? So that's how things are in the future? You don't have exact records of anything and everything, eh? See, Tsuna's not exactly a typical proper officer. When he was first ordered to protect the city, he said it was only right for him to learn how to be an officer too. He went to the bureau on his own and asked them to make him one. He's nothing if not responsible, that's for sure. Huh? Records? Lord Tsuna? Kaoruko. Yes? Kusanori said to give you her regards. Kusanori. Kusanori? Then that must mean I see. Lady Seishonagon sent that message, did she? Even though I've never met her in the palace, or even so much as spoken to her, I see. Very well. I suppose it would be rude of me to turn away guests on such a cold night. Alright. I'll have a room made up for you. Well, 2 rooms since you have 2 women accompanying. Oh no, that's quite alright. Please pay us no mind. It is best for us if we stay together, regardless of the hour. So I would ask that you let us all share a room, if that is alright.
Yep. We prefer just 1 room, please. You're fine with that, right, Kintoki? Sleepover! You know, just 1 room, please.
Huh? Yeah, I guess so. That probably is for the best, given the circumstances. I see. Very well, I'll convey your wishes to the servants. Are you truly certain about this? We are. Please pay it no mind. I see. Very well then.
I wonder what she's thinking about this.
You're very, open-minded, aren't you? And free-spirited, judging from your manner of dress.
And now that has inspired her, she's probably writing another story like, ah yes, this is good inspiration, yo.
Phew. It's good to finally take a load off. I'll have to make this up to Kyoko somehow, and to Lady Kaoruko, of course. Master, Lady Misaki. We have been fighting a great deal from the moment we ray-shifted here, so please, get some rest. I will focus on doing the same.
Thanks, Danzo.
You'd better. I don't want you pushing yourself anymore until you recovered.
Thanks, Danzo.
Not at all. And most importantly, I can finally begin to follow our original itinerary. Whoa, the servants even laid out shitone for us. That's real considerate of them. Shitone? That's the kind of mat used for sleeping, correct? And they gave us hot water too, heh. This is a real nice change of pace after several days spent camping out. Plus, if I'd stay out there, it'd probably just be a matter of time till Raiko found me and gave me a good scolding. I can almost hear her telling me, "You're no longer in the mountain where you grew up, Kintoki." Heh. Makes me nervous just thinking about it.
So you really don't want to see Raiko now, Kintoki? I was kind of hoping we could get Raiko to help us too. I mean, so you really don't want to see her, huh? Are you in your rebellious state?
Get Raiko to help us, huh? True, Raiko would definitely be willing to believe all the crazy stuff you told me. She's a lot more open-minded than most warriors, that's for sure. But, now's not a good time. See, Boss Raiko hasn't really been herself lately. She's been holing up in her house since the Imperial Holy Grail War started. And she didn't even come out when she heard that both Brother Usui and Uncle Urabe had been injured. I don't know if she's just broken up about the idea of her fellow Genji fighting amongst themselves, or if she's one of the masters too.
Senpai!
Master!
Boom!
Ah! What the? Are those ghosts? No, wait, that ain't it. Aha! I think I've seen this kind of thing somewhere before. This some kind of sorcery or onmyo spell of yours?
You mean, someone developed a method of video transmission even in the Heian period? But never mind that now. Master, in accordance with our original plan, I've activated my full functionality. And I have just succeeded in establishing contact with Novum Chaldea. That's great! Way to go, Danzo! You are too kind, Master.
Novum Chaldea, so this must be that place way off beyond tomorrow's tomorrow. Damn, this is really something.
Good. The video connection is holding steady too. I can see you, Danzo, and... Ooh, is that... the Sakata Gintoki of Heian-kyo?
Thank goodness you're both okay, and I see you've already managed to secure help from one of the locals.
I'm so glad you're both okay too. Does this mean you two weren't able to race shift here then? I'm glad they're okay. We are. I'm so glad you're okay too, Senpai. I mean, the fragment of Shiba in the round shield, or rather, the observation lens Shiba signal, was still strong, so I knew on a rational level that you were okay, but still.
They're both saying the same thing. Aha, that's it. Maybe they're siblings?
Sure, Kintoki. Yes. We are... siblings. Of course.
Well, they don't look alike, but... whatever.
Did something interfere with the ray shift? I love how Kintoki here is just a giant himbo. It's great.
We believe so, and Lady Sion's calculations say that's the most likely explanation as well. Both Lady Mash and I were unable to ray shift there, and instead were left behind here at Novum Chaldea. We quickly tried to ray shift again, of course, but it failed in the same way.
It appears to be an advanced jamming method that bypasses every anti-interference safeguard we have in place. We're looking into a way around it, but we still have yet to come up with anything. I'm so sorry, Master. It's nothing you guys need to apologize for.
Damn you, Limbo!
It's nothing you guys need to apologize for. I'm glad to see you're safe, but the situation isn't great. The reason you and Kato Danzo were the only two to ray shift there successfully is that whoever was interfering with it considers you two special cases. In other words, you're basically welcome guests.
I see, so nobody besides us is welcome here. But who could be the one inviting us? I'm sorry, that was foolish of me.
This has Limbo written all over it.
Yes, I agree. That is almost certainly the case. Sorry to butt in, but there's a lot of things I'm not getting here. And one thing I want to make sure of. So the companions you guys thought you came here with are back at this Chaldea place, yeah? That right?
Nod, yes.
Got it! That's great news! This means you don't have to run around search and kill for them. Right?
Yes, that's true. I feel as though we may be saying the same thing in different ways, but yes, this does mean we have achieved one of our goals, though, without acting. Actually, make that two, since we also managed to find a local willing to help us. And that just leaves investigating and repairing the singularity. Right. That puts us in a much better spot now than when we were right after our race shift. And ooh! Good luck at work. Have a great day at work. Thank you, thank you. Indeed it does. Now we can finally begin the operation in earnest.
There you go. That's a spirit.
Start choking from having my back slapped. Get knocked to the floor from having my back slapped. I'm gonna be dramatic and fall to the floor. Are you okay, Senpai? Kintoki? Do you think you could pull your slaps a little more next time?
Oh, sure. Sorry about that. So hey, you there, the tiny pretty one. What's your deal? You're not just an ordinary kid, right? I'm sensing something powerful from you. You an onmyoji, a sage, maybe some kinda tengu? Not that I know if they even got those in your time.
Hey, we have a tengu. Was the tiny part really necessary? Oh well, I can roll with that. I can't deny that I look pretty young in this form. Anyway, I'm Leonardo da Vinci, friend of Misaki's, an unparalleled genius.
Damn, so you're an honest-to-goodness prodigy, huh? That's real impressive. I'm Sakata Kintoki, Genji warrior. Nice to meet ya! And I'm Sherlock Holmes. It's a pleasure, Sakata Kintoki. Oh? Looks like we got yet another new guy here. And there's something about this one that reminds me of Lord Seimei. Man, Chaldea must be hell of a place.
So Holmes reminds him of Lord Seimei, huh?
Alright. Here is the situation as we understand it. We believe that both Misaki and Kato Danzo were explicitly invited to the city of Heian-kyo in the year 1008. Invited by whom, you may ask? Limbo, naturally.
Yes.
While it was an unfortunate surprise to learn that Mash Kirilight and Fuma Kotaro were unable to accompany you on your race shift, everything else has unfolded just as we predicted. Limbo has gone out of his way to create a new singularity, a black mark on human history. His targets are almost certainly you, Misaki, for having been an obstruction to his plans for so many times, and Kato Danzo, with whom he has a history of sorts. I doubt his plan here is to achieve a final victory. Rather, his goal is likely to simply be toying with you on his home ground, nothing more. Now that he has you cut off from any aid, and seems focused on boxing you both in on all sides. He has clearly forgone any pretense of strategy in favor of indulging his proclivities.
And I'm fine with that. He's giving me Saint Quartz.
Foul and steeped in death and pain as they are. And that is all there is to say. I suspect he may have someone helping him before you two race shifted there. But I am at this stage absolutely certain no such collaborator exists. Limbo's the one behind this, and he is acting entirely on his own.
Whoa, you're almost never that definitive. Are you still not quite recovered, Holmes? Whoa, you're almost never that definitive. I mean, it doesn't get any more obvious than the bad guy outright citing their work. I gotta tell you, I was not expecting to see a bunch of letters in the logs for Mashin Kotaro's failed race chefs. Letters? That's right, the letters. D O U M A N. Buffo! Domon. Very subtle, Domon. You are Domon, Domon.
So what? This guy put his name in as some kind of message?
Indeed. This is clearly Domon telling us he is the one behind all this.
If that's supposed to be some kind of joke, it ain't funny. So basically, whoever this guy is, Limbo or Ashia Domon or whoever, he's outright daring you guys to come after him. Ha! The guy's gotta be a real piece of work to straight up sign his name like that.
Indeed. That said, I still do not understand. If Limbo's goal is to seek revenge on us, then what is the point of this Imperial Holy Grail War ritual? An Imperial Holy Grail War?
I've not heard of that term before. Tell us everything you know.
So this is what happened? Really? So the only servants being summoned are casters? That's certainly a decision. It sounds like he's taken the whole Holy Grail War concept of summoning heroic spirits and downsized it or something. But if he did it like that, then this Holy Grail's capacity for granting wishes couldn't possibly be
omnipotent? No, it certainly couldn't. Which means the part of the winner having a wish granted must be a lie. In which case, what if the Grail were restricted to a single function only?
I think that could work. The idea of using heroic spirit souls as an incredible source of magical energy has been around since long before the Holy Grail Wars were even a thing. If you just wanted to use them as a power source for a single goal, it wouldn't matter how imbalanced that source ended up being. I think, yeah, it could definitely work.
Well, if our resident Uomo Universo says it would work, I, for one, am inclined to believe her. Then, if we assume that this Imperial Holy Grail War is designed with a single purpose in mind, the next question to ask would quite naturally be, what is that purpose? Personally, I suspect it is to transform the very world itself.
Do you mean... as in to change the world in whatever way the wisher desires? Is there a particular reason you think that?
Naturally. Think back to the events of Shimosa. A great ritual was held there that involved the deaths of countless human souls and several heroic spirits. And as a result, Shimosa became a pseudo-parallel world of sorts. A pseudo-lost world, if you will.
Yes. That's true. According to our records, Shimosa's Onryato Castle was functionally equivalent to a Lost World's Tree of Emptiness. You could even call it a pseudo-tree of emptiness. So maybe Limbo's planning to use this Imperial Holy Grail War as a means to create something similar. So he can make Heian-kyo into a lost belt? But why would he want to do that?
Perhaps he wishes to have the foreign god manifest in the Heian period? Could that be?
But the foreign god's already manifested.
Precisely. Now that the foreign god is manifested in Olympus, they should have no further need of a vessel. Unless perhaps, as a spare, no, I cannot see any way a transcendent being of that magnitude would require anything like a spare.
And let's not forget, with nothing but caster souls in the mix, the result's not exactly gonna be balanced. Like I said before, it's no easy feat to keep the magical energy source for such a massive spell stable. Even if the ritual is designed for just a single purpose, any imbalance in the heroic spirit souls used to power it could still cause the whole spell to implode. There must be some kind of trick we're not seeing. Unless, maybe this whole thing's just some kind of twisted prank?
Huh?
Ah, crap. We're losing our connection. Senpai.
Perhaps Lim will finally notice our connection, or perhaps he wants to cut us off before we realize something he'd rather we not know. Regardless, Misaki, it's absolutely imperative that you stop this ritual from being completed. If every heroic spirit materialized there is killed, Heian-kyo could be subjected to a new pseudo tree of emptiness, just like what happened in Shimosa.
And that would result in two concurrent and existential threats to proper human history. A singularity and a lost world all in one. That's just a possibility for now, not a certainty. But either way, you watch your back out there. We'll continue trying to establish contact until we get through again. So please, keep your comms line open. Got it. I'm gonna finish this and make it back safe, I promise. Then, bye.
Oh my. It seems I got a bit carried away. Really, Chaldeans? You could at least try to secure your communications a little. As it is now, it only took a flick of my fingers to sever them entirely.
Yeah, we gotta work on our comm security, honestly. Like, I'm just thinking of the time BB basically hacked.
Ah, well, in any case. I think that the detective explained quite enough of my plan. We do need to save some surprises for later, after all. Now then.
Squish, squish, squishy sounds.
Master of Chaldea, my beautiful marionette. From this point onward, we'll be engaged in a contest of pure strength. Come, and let us compete to see which of us can slaughter the most innocents. Hehehe. Ha 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 ha!
Well, he's having fun. So many squishy sounds, though. I didn't do my 1-quart summon for the day yet. Oh, it's daytime in the Heian-kyo. Cool. But yeah, I'm gonna do at least my 1 summon. The 1 summons will be good for tonight. Because I am manifesting more luck. So first 1 summon, and then second 1 summon will be Oberon's banner because I feel like it. Ah, yes, of course I get the Ryudoji temple. Thank you for the temple, banner. Now what will be here? Will it be another temple? Just kidding, please don't. Stairs. Hello, Darius III. That wasn't too bad. I'll do my multiple later. Because I want to still manifest more luck as one do. And don't mind me, I'm just staring at my present box to see what I have in here. Ooh, nice. And yummy, delicious Saint Quartz. I will continue section 4 next week. I feel like trying to stomach a snack. Hopefully I can stomach it. If not, oh man, I'm gonna be sad. But it's okay. I'll try my best. So thank you everyone for stopping by the stream. I hope everyone has a great rest of your day and epic gacha luck. I gotta use up my AP farming some more embers and then eat something. So I'll see you guys later. Bye bye. Yay!